said earlier, if y'all have questions throughout, like if something doesn't make sense, or like we explain something and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, like please just either unmute yourselves and interrupt, or comment below and there's like a little chat box and we'll get to it. If we see it pop up, we'll get to it, and if not, towards the end, we'll get to it, okay? So welcome to our team, number one. Super excited to have y'all all here. I know I've been coaching for it's going to be 4 years in May, which is like insane.
You're like a grandma coach.
Old, except it's really not even been that long. And Ashley's been coaching. How long have you been coaching?
A little over 2.5 years now. I'm a grandma coach too.
Yeah. So we've been doing it for a while. So like we've done a lot of things where we've made a lot of mistakes with coaching. We failed a lot of things, but we've also learned a lot. So like I said, we know a lot about it. So if y'all have questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So first thing I wanted to do is just welcome y'all to the team. We're super excited to have y'all here. We are Team Florida Fit. So all of you should be in our team page. You are also a part of other teams like our Uplines team. So Destined for Greatness, you might hear us say DFG or Destined for Greatness. That is our Uplines team. A lot of you are probably in, I think it's called DFG United, something like that, team page as well. So you should be in at least 2 team pages. We are also a part of another team. So we're part of like, it's just so like whoever signed you up, that's your upline. And then above them, whoever they signed up with, that's their upline. So it kind of like trickles down, right? So we're part of basically 3 teams, but your main one is Team Florida Fit. That's my team, and anyone on my team. And a lot of people are like, well, do I have to come up with a team name? Do I have to create my own team? Like, don't worry about that right now. You're brand new. Just like focus on doing your programs and starting your journey, okay? If you sign up, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, if you sign up people on your team, you do have your own team. So if you wanted to create a team, it took me like over a year to create a team name, y'all. So like, don't stress out about it. It took Ashley a little while too. And you don't have to, there's no like registering your team name or anything like that. Like, you just pick one. It's like not.
Yeah, and you guys are more than welcome to use our team names too. So like Jesse was saying, like my team is Sparkle and Sweat. So if you're under me, you're on Team Sparkle and Sweat, but you're also on Florida Fit. So once you start welcoming coaches, guys, you can welcome them to Florida Fit. They're part of Florida Fit. Like, you don't have to stress out over team names. Like, it's really not that important. Like,
yeah. So I already had somebody, one of our new coaches, ask me, like, freaking out, like, do I have to come up with a team name? I'm like, no, just don't worry about it. Just like focus on, like I said, it took me a while to come up with my team and that kind of thing. So that's not really important right now. So let's get into like the important stuff. So you're a brand new coach, right? And some of you might have totally different goals with this business. And that's fine, right? Some of you might be here, we have coaches that sign up and they solely want the accountability. They don't want to ever even say that they're a coach. They don't want to ever like get their friends signed up with programs, which again is fine. I started out like that, and so did Ashley. We both just wanted the discount on Shakeology and didn't want anything to do with the business. And look at us now. We're both full-time coaches. So things changed because we saw the potential in the business, but we also saw that we joined mainly for the discount and the accountability. And in my opinion, and just in my personal journey, I know Ashley is kind of the same, we weren't getting as much accountability when we weren't sharing our journey. So we started sharing our personal journey so that we could have more accountability. And with that came the business side, because people started seeing what we were doing. They started reaching out for help. They started asking us questions, and then we were like, okay, well, let's just try it, right? What do we have to lose? And now here we are, both full-time coaches. So the biggest thing is you have to decide why you're here. We can't make that decision for you. You might start out just wanting the accountability. You might start out being like, no, I want to help people. I want to cover the cost of my Shakeology. I want to, go on the Success Club trips that y'all are going on. I want to be able to earn Success Club, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. I want to be able to make money. Whatever reasoning you're here, like you have to figure that out. So we always ask, like, what's your why? And we do this in our challenge groups too. If you've been a part of our challenge groups, you'll see, like, why are you here? Why are you wanting to reach a specific goal? Your why is different than your goals. Okay. So for me, my why when I first started was for the accountability. Now my why is to become debt free. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I don't want to be stressed out about finances. And I obviously want to help people. Like, you can't be in it just to make money either, but your why can be part of that too. So y'all need to figure out why you're here, because that's what's going to kind of keep you going when things get hard, or when life gets in the way and you're like, oh, I don't have time for Beachbody, so I'm just going to put it to the side. When if you have a strong why and you really want to reach specific goals with this business, you'll make the time. You'll find the time. And we'll talk about this in a few minutes, because I know a lot of you are like, well, y'all are full-time, so you've got all the time in the world. But neither one of us started being full-time coaches. So we will talk about that in a little bit. But the biggest thing is figuring out why you're here. And I can't tell you why you're here, and Ashley can't tell you why you're here. You've got to figure that out. And if you do it on like a deeper level, write it down somewhere. Like, I have my why for my accountability group right now, for my 80-day obsession program, I guess. I have my why like written down to where I can see it. But I also have my why, like Ashley's showing hers. I also have my why, my reasons, like literally surrounding me in my office. I have like little notes and post-it notes and pictures of like me and my fiance, because he's a big part of my reason why. I have a vision board that I can look at every day and be like, that's part of my why, right? So just know, like, you don't necessarily have to create a vision board, but finding your why is probably the first thing that I would start with, right? Ashley, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, so just find your why, guys, and write it out. Like, you need to have it in front of you. It doesn't need to just stay in your head, because you're going to have days where you question yourself. You're going to have days where you want to quit this, because it's not easy to work out every day and to eat right every day and to stay on track, especially when other people around you are not doing that. So figure out what your why is and just write it down so you have it in front of you. Hang it on your fridge or hang it in your office. Put it in your checkbook, like somewhere that you're looking at it every single day.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
Okay. So after you figure out your why, you're going to be doing 4 things in this business to grow your business. We call it the 4 vital behaviors. If you don't have a notebook, you might want to get one. Or you can always go back and re-listen to this call. Or we call them the 4 vital behaviors. And what I love about it is the first 2 focuses on you. So, like, yes, you're a coach, but you are also on your own journey. You cannot promote something that you yourself are not doing. You can't, sit here and say, oh, you need to be eating right and you need to be working out, and then, like, you're eating pizza every day and watching TV, Netflix binging This Is Us and not doing your workouts, right? Now, I'm not saying you can't watch This Is Us. If you want to watch This Is Us, that's fine. But at the same time, like, you've got to be, which is the first vital behavior, being a product of the product. So you've got to pick a program. If you need help picking a program, ask your coach. Reach out to whoever signed you up. Reach out to me. Reach out to Ashley. We can talk figure out what goals you have, what types of workouts you like. Me and Natasha were just talking about how she started 21 Day Fix Extreme, and she's a cardio girl, and she's like, I was missing my cardio, so I'm switching, which is fine, y'all. Like, find something that you actually enjoy doing. Ashley hates 21 Day Fix. Absolutely hates it. So, like, it's okay if you're not doing the program that I'm doing, that's okay. Okay, if you're not doing the program that your coach is doing, that's okay. You've just got to find a program that works for you and your schedule, you and what you like to do. But being a product of the product is you doing the program, you following the meal plan, you drinking the shake or using the supplements that we have. And we have I don't know if y'all are familiar with, like, the vast amount of supplements we have. We have a performance line that has pre-workouts, recovery shakes. Now, I'm not saying you have to literally implement every single product that we have, but if you're already using a pre-workout, why not buy from your own business? Why not buy from your own store, because you have one, and then you can promote what you're drinking or using, and people can order from you. So y'all see me and Ashley all the time with, like, a yellow drink, right? It's like bright neon yellow. That's our pre-workout. I don't ever really, like, say like, you should buy this pre-workout from me, but I'll be in a video holding it and drinking it. I do talk about it being plant-based. I do talk about it. People are like, what is that yellow drink that you're drinking? It just gives me a outlet to be like, oh yeah, this is my pre-workout that I'm drinking. You can actually order it through me if you want. So being a product of the product is really, really, really important, and it focuses on you. So like part of your job as a coach is to work out and to eat right and to drink a shake, which is like amazing, right? Like I wish I would have gotten paid when I was overweight to work out and eat right, because I would have done it more. I would have been more consistent with it, but I wasn't getting paid. So now that I'm getting paid to do it, I'm like, okay, well, it's part of my job description. So even on the days where I don't want to do it, I do it anyway. Does that make sense? So being a product of the product is your first one. And then the second vital behavior is personal development. And I know this is the one where most people are like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Because I was the same way. And I know Ashley was the same way. We were both like, yeah, we don't need self-help books. Like that is for people that need help, like major help, and they just suck at life. And like, no, I don't need that. I don't have time for that. But personal development, y'all, is key. Like you will not be successful, to be honest, in this business or in a lot of things in life if you are not fueling your mindset. Your mindset is a huge part of this business, and we can recommend some books for you to start with. If you sit here and you say, I don't have time to read, I'm going to call baloney on it. I'm not going to curse because I don't know if they're around. But you know, like you have time. If you drive in your car to and from work, even if it's 5 minutes, that's 10 minutes. 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back. That's a 10-minute drive that you can be listening to some personal development. I don't listen to the radio anymore. I listen to a podcast or an audiobook all the time. Doing laundry, doing your dishes, cooking. When I go to the grocery store, I have a pair of headphones in my car that I plug into my phone, and I have headphones at the grocery store. I get that like maybe your kids are in the car and you really won't be able to focus, whatever. Find a time, y'all. You don't have to listen to an hour book, listen to it 10 minutes a day. It's all you need to be doing. 10 minutes a day, some type of personal development. Again, I can suggest things to start with, but everyone is also different. Just like you're picking a different workout program, you might need a different personal development book. Everyone's at different places in their life. Everyone has different reasons why they want to do this. They have personal development books from everything from self-love, confidence, to financial books, to even like more like health books, to depression, anxiety, organizational. Like I am not organized. I need organizational books in my life at all times because I'm just not. I'm not good. I'm a procrastinator, that kind of thing. If you struggle with procrastination, there's books out there. So I can make some suggestions for you to start with if you struggle with other people's opinions, or other people's like opinions, or if you're just like afraid of what other people think or anything like that. The Energy Bus, I don't know who wrote it, but I read the book in a day. I literally read it in a day. And I don't read physically. I usually listen, but I read his hard copy book in a day. You're a Badass is really good for confidence by Jen Sincero. Get Over Your Damn Self is a good one and this is a good business oriented. This girl actually worked for a network marketing company, or still does. So it's called Get Over Your Damn Self, and she like basically explains how she built her network marketing business. It's a really good one if you're struggling with like, I don't want people to judge me for being in network marketing, because this is a network marketing business. But the difference between our business and not to put any other network marketing businesses down, because I actually buy from a lot of network marketing people. I would rather support someone who's trying to build a business from their house than go to Walmart and buy mascara or leggings or whatever. But the difference between us and them, like why Beachbody, is because you have a product and a community that changes people's lives. You're not just selling them a shake. You're not just selling them a workout program and saying, okay, good luck, like go lose weight now. Doing what we do, like Ashley said, is hard, right? Like we all know if working out and eating right was easy, we would all be super fit with like 6-pack abs, and like no one would be overweight and we wouldn't have disease and all of those things. But because it's not easy, it's really hard for you to not just do it yourself, but to get other people to want to change. But at the same time, you have the ability to change someone's life, and it is truly rewarding once you start doing it. Like, I can't tell y'all how awesome it is to get messages from not just from my coaches, but from my challengers being like, oh my God, I lost, 8 pounds this week, or I've been in a funk and this program's finally getting me results, or I'm able to, like, I know Ashley's had some of her coaches and challengers like say they're able to bend over and touch their toes again, which they couldn't do before. They're able to walk up a flight of stairs. They're able to sit on their floor with their kids and be able to play with their families. So like, just know that you have yes, we're a network marketing company, but you also have products and programs and tools that truly do change people's lives. You're not just like selling them a tub of lipstick and being like, okay, have fun, right? Like, you're changing their life. So just know that. Okay, so those are the 2 first vital behaviors. Again, being a product of the product. So showing up, doing your workout, drinking your shake, following the meal plan. It's not about perfection, y'all. I posted today, I ate pizza today. Guess what? It happens. I'm human. You're human. It's not about being perfect. It's not about showing that you're perfect with your nutrition and that you're, like, you love to work out. Ashley hates working out. Ashley says every day, I hate working out. Like, she goes live on her Instagram stories and says, I don't like to work out. Like, she tells people that. But guess who she attracts to her? People that don't want to work out, but they see she's doing it and they're like, okay, well, she's doing it even though she doesn't want to, even though she says she hates it. She's still showing up, so maybe I can do it too, even if I don't like to. So if you don't like to work out, if you don't like to meal prep, that's okay. You don't have to be a fitness expert or like love fitness and love healthy food all the time. Just do your best and share those things. Share your being a product of the product. And we'll talk about this in a few minutes on how to share it, but show up and share your journey. Not just you being perfect all the time, but if you eat pizza, if you fall off track, if you don't want to work out, like, share that, because that's what's going to inspire someone. No one's going to be inspired by you, like, dropping 50 pounds and not showing that journey, or dropping 10 pounds and not showing that journey, because they don't relate to the results, because most people want that results. They're not there yet, if that makes any sense. So they want to see what it takes to get to there. And if you can do it, right? If you can show them what you've done and they're like, okay, well, that didn't seem that hard. Not that it's easy, but it didn't seem that hard. They were able to do it. It's like, what's the difference between them and me, right? So being a product of the product, personal development. The third one is inviting, which we will talk about. So part of your job as a coach is to invite other people to this opportunity. Not to mass message your friends being like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 10 plus years, but do you want to sign up with me? Like, don't do that. Please don't do that. It's not about you like calling everyone in your phone being like, hey, I just started a business. Like, do you want to join me? I haven't talked to you. I haven't even like checked in on you since you had a kid, but like, do you want to join me? Like, don't do that. We'll talk about inviting in a little bit, but that is part of your 4 vital behaviors. You will not be successful in terms of building a business if you are not inviting to this opportunity to become challengers, meaning they sign up with you to get a challenge pack to start their journey and or coaching. Because if you have people that want to sign up as coaches, they can. Up to them and up to you with how you want to do that. And then the 4th one is recognition. So recognizing once you start getting challengers, or even before you get challengers, you can start recognizing people. So if you see someone in our challenge groups that you are in that are like rocking it, always ask them if they would be willing. Most people are not going to tell you no. Most people like to be recognized. They like to see like, oh, I'm putting in hard work and someone's noticing. But if you see someone that's like rocking it in our challenge group, or even like one of our fellow teammates that have like an amazing transformation, and you want to recognize their transformation, you want to show your friends and family like, look, these programs aren't just working for me. This is what they've done for them. You can do that. Once you have teammates, if they start getting results, if they start building their businesses, you can recognize your teammates too. But until then, like just recognizing yourself, y'all, like recognizing yourself for getting in your workouts 7 days in a row. Like that's awesome. So like shout it out from the rooftops. Be proud of that. So those, and then, yeah, so that's the 4 vital behaviors. Does that make sense? 4 things. That's it. That's all we do really as coaches to be successful in the business. There are a few more things that we choose to do, like running challenge groups, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. But that's it. Those 4 things is what I've done consistently every day for the last 3.5 years. So Ashley's done for the last 2.5 years to build a successful business. In order for us, we had a goal to quit our jobs. You don't have to want to quit your job if that's not something you want to do. Ashley, do you want to add in anything?
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, this business, guys, it allows you to grow to be as big as you want. So if you're here for the accountability, that's amazing. If you're here to quit your job, that's amazing too. You're going to learn new things every single day. Doesn't matter if you're on day 1 of being a coach or day 3.5 years. So if you do become overwhelmed with anything, you know, like, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the coach world, right? You follow these top coaches and you're like, oh my gosh, well, Melanie Mitro's doing this and Bonnie Ingles doing that. If you become overwhelmed, my biggest tip is to always go back to the 4 vital behaviors. As long as you're doing those 4 vital behaviors, guys, you're focusing on you. And when you focus on you, you're going to get results. So you're going to want to share that with people. Don't feel like you're spamming people. Don't feel like you're being like this pushy person, because you're not. If you're someone that loses 50 pounds, why would you not share that with all of your friends and family, right? If you're someone who suffers with depression and your workouts help with that, talk about that, guys, because there's other people out there who are just like you that need to see a regular person getting through it without medication or getting through it without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on quick fixes that don't work. That's why people join this company, not because, you know, the products work. It's because they see these people going through the motions and getting results. So if at any time you become overwhelmed, because, you know, we do team calls and we do team trainings and there's 2 of us, right? So you're going to get it from both of us. But if at any time you guys get overwhelmed, it's okay to say, Ashley, Jesse, I just need to take a step back, focus on my 4 vital behaviors. Boom. I promise you that will always get you back on track and it will always help you tremendously.
Yes. And about getting overwhelmed, y'all, like you are going to get a lot of information thrown at you. Like Ashley said, we have a team call every Monday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. Highly recommend for you to get on them if your goal in this is to build any type of income, any type of and even for the community. Like I love getting on these calls and like seeing people's faces every week. I love, like, there are people, like I said, we have coaches in Canada, we have coaches in the UK. We have a huge conference, which I'll talk about in a few minutes too, every year that we can attend. And like we actually had a girl from Canada come in for a summit this past year. Our conference was in New Orleans, where me and Ashley are actually from. And we had girls from Ohio. We had a few from Texas. Like we have people from all over the world that we've been working with come in, and someone from Canada, and like they stayed with us and we got to hang out with them. And like it's crazy because you feel like getting on these calls like this, you start to meet people, and it's weird because you're like, oh my God, these people, like Haley, the girl from Canada, was like, yeah, I literally came from Canada not knowing anyone. I made friends on the internet, and y'all could have totally catfished me and I would have never known, right? Like she was like, my boyfriend was so concerned that y'all were going to be like these crazy people, because she was just coming in and she knew nobody, but we had worked together over the internet for a year. She was getting on these calls and things like that. So it's really, really important if you want to be more part of this community, to be more involved in the team, to be more involved in seeing success. Like these calls are important. I'm not going to like tell you won't succeed if you don't get on the calls, because you can, as long as you're doing this for vital behaviors. But Like tomorrow night, we have a girl coming in to speak from another team. So like, it's always something different. Sometimes we just get on and we're like, okay, what's not working for you? What is working for you? Like, let's figure out how to talk about this with your friends who are giving you these objections, saying it's too expensive or whatever it is you're struggling with. You know, we've done Instagram calls, things like that. So Monday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. They last about an hour. Again, you could be muted. You could call in. You can, if you're like, I'm in bed by then, I'm wearing a robe, I don't want anyone to see me. You don't have to like be on video. It's totally up to you. But it is really important if you are wanting to build. Like you will never see me miss a call. Like Ashley said, you are going to learn from day one. You're going to learn a ton of stuff, but I am still learning. And I've been coaching for almost 4 years. So like, I don't miss a team call. Because of that, because I always learn. Even just me and Ashley, when me and Ashley talk, I'm like, man, why didn't I think of that? Or, you know, you just learn something new all the time. So you are going to have a lot of information like being thrown at you. Just know, again, go back to those 4 vital behaviors, but just take it day by day. If you have questions, like it took me forever to remember like the different ranks and to remember, you know, how to earn team bonuses and all of that stuff. So it's going to take you time. Grab a notebook, you know, dedicate that to Beachbody and like write notes down. If you are like, oh, I watched a video on, or Jesse said something about being emerald and that means this, like, and you write it down, you can always go back and read it. If you're like, oh, what is emerald again? Like, what does that mean? What is Success Club? What does that mean? Right? Like it takes some time. So it can be overwhelming, but like only you can let it overwhelm you to the point where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Right? Like you just got to take a deep breath, step back, and go back to those 4 vitals. Okay. So let's talk about Success Club, because that is something that's like super exciting to me, something that I love. And I know a few of you we've explained it a little bit, but I just want to kind of explain it again, because the more you hear it, the more it'll start to click. So Success Club is a reward system that Beachbody has come up with to reward us coaches for helping people every single month. You help 3 people, okay, 3 people, get them signed up with a challenge pack, which is our programs or Shakeology, or our programs and Shakeology, or our programs and the performance line. Most of you probably signed up with a challenge pack when you signed up. It's the best deal if you're gonna order like Shakeology by itself. You might as well pay, because Shakeology is like $130. Your customers and clients might as well pay and add up another, I don't know, right now it's another $20, which is insane. It's like super cheap. Another $20 to $30 to get like a year of on demand, right? So if you have someone sign up with a challenge pack, you get points. Okay, Success Club points. A challenge pack equals 2 points. So in order for you to officially hit Success Club, you have to be 5 points or over every single month. Does that make sense? So basically you're helping 3 people every single month. It sounds like you might be like, oh my God, 3 people, that's a lot. Y'all, you know way more than 3 people in your life, right? How many of you know more than 3 people that probably either need to lose weight, just eat healthier, live a better lifestyle? Like, raise your hand. I still know a ton of people that need this in their lives, right? Okay, so when you hit Success Club, you get prizes, you get rewards for it. So like last month, I got an 80-day obsession like jump mat with a tank top. They also do different like trips every year. So you'll see me and Ashley actually are going to, what is it? I keep saying the wrong thing. We're going to Mexico. I keep saying Punta Cana.
We're going back to Punta Cana.
I keep saying Punta Cana. I said that like 5 times the other day. Ashley's like, we're not going to Punta Cana. We're going to Mexico. I'm like, okay, whatever. Same thing to me. It's on the beach, okay? It's got tropical palm trees and whatnot. So I'm good with it. It's a free trip. That's all I care about. But as you hit Success Club, you can start to earn these free trips. So it's all inclusive. It's for you and a guest. So if you want to bring your boyfriend, if you want to bring your husband, if you want to bring your sister, your mom, another coach, you can. It is included in the price, but you earn like trip dollars. So you can earn the whole trip. You can earn you can earn part of the trip. The only thing that you're required to pay for is airfare, but you're going for like 5 days, 4 nights, I believe, to like a 5-star resort, y'all. Food, alcohol, excursions. They gave us money for like spa days and excursions last year, things like that. So next year is actually a cruise. And even if you're a brand new, I mean, y'all are all brand new coaches. Y'all all either signed up this month or last month, or maybe some of you may have signed up in December. But you can earn this trip. Ashley signed up and earned her first trip for that following year in her first 6 months as a coach. I have been coaching for less than 4 years, and this upcoming trip is going to be my 5th trip. I can't even keep count. I went to my first trip. I was like a guest of another coach. So that's an awesome perk to Success Club. But basically, you hitting Success Club means you're getting, rewards for it. You're getting t-shirts, you're getting like free swag, you're getting free trips, which is awesome. But the best part is you're earning enough income to cover your own personal Shakeology costs. Your personal, I know y'all have like a $15, or we have like a $15 coach fee that keeps up our websites and all of that fun stuff, right? That covers that cost and your Shakeology. The commission that you're making, it also gives you a little bit extra money at the end if you're helping at least 3 people. Your paychecks are a direct reflection of the people you are helping. So if you're not helping anyone, you're not going to make any money. And even just you signing up a bunch of people, if you're not leading them, if you're not like checking in on them, if you're not making sure that you're plugging them into some type of accountability group, some type of, if you sign up a coach and you don't add them to the team page, they're probably not going to know what the heck's going on. And some of them might not want to be in the team page. I know I have like a few older people that are like, oh no, I just want the discount. I don't want to be in any pages. All right, that's fine. But add them anyway. I mean, add the people that you think may even if they're here for just the discount, add them to a team page anyway, because that, if they're signed up as a coach, because that's what kind of made me start coaching. So you get all these perks. You're making enough money to cover your Shakeology costs, and again, it's helping 3 people a month. As a new coach, as brand new coaches, you also have the opportunity. I mentioned the big conference that we have every year. You have the opportunity to earn a free ticket to our coach event called Summit. It's our big conference every year. Last year, we had like 30,000 people come in to New Orleans. You do group workouts with the trainers. You get to meet the trainers that you're like working out within your living room. They do like coach trainings, like the top coaches in the company speak on stage, share like what they're doing in their businesses to grow it, to work. They have big parties. What else do they have, Ashley? What am I missing? I mean, there's so much. They have so much Shakeology bars.
Yeah, like basically, guys, you get like the scoop on what is going on in the Beachbody world before they announce anything to the Beachbody coaches. I went to Summit last year. That was my second year. So my first year, I actually earned, which Jesse's going to talk about, Success Starters. And I wanted this just for the accountability. So I only wanted to go to the conference, guys, because I wanted to meet the team. You're going to get to know us over these calls, but getting to meet each other in person, guys, literally it's like going on a blind date with like the entire team. And like you guys are stuck with us. Like, I hate to break it to you, but you're ours forever.
We're pretty cool. So you're lucky.
Yeah. And so like, it's so different being able to hang with each other and show that community to people, right? If you join for the accountability or for the community, Summit does that. Summit shows you what this community is like, and you don't understand what the community is like until you're like engulfed in it. Guys, think like the most positive people in the entire world coming together, working out. You get to hear from our CEO, Carl Deichler. You get to get all the down low on what's coming out. It's so amazing. Like, guys, if you don't do anything with your business, the only thing I want you to do is to make it a point to be at Summit, because it will change everything. Like, you guys think you're excited to be new coaches. You think you're excited for the accountability. Like, wait until you're in it and you're going to be like, man, I'm never missing a Summit again. It just breaks everything down and explains it so much for you. You get to work out with the personal trainer or the super trainers that we have. Guys, you get to see top coaches like walking around. Like, my first year I saw Bonnie England, was like, Bonnie! Like, I took a picture with her and I about like died. Legit, I have a picture with Bonnie Engel. Even if you don't know who that is, like, I was just starstruck. But you get to meet these people and you get to see, like, even though they're top coaches, they're real people too. And it just makes you know that, like, if they can do it, I can do it, right? You get to hear the stories from all these different coaches live. So it's not like watching a YouTube presentation. It's not like being on a call like this. It's literally being engulfed in just positivity that makes you feel like you can conquer the world.
Yeah. So it's awesome. So the point here is that as new coaches, you can earn a free ticket to Summit. So basically this is how you do it. You hit Success Club your first 3 months as a brand new coach. They give you like a little leeway. So if you don't hit it, you're so say you signed up in, January, like the last day of January. They don't expect you to just sign up 3 people, the last week of January if you're brand new. So they give you like a little leeway. So you have the next month, so February, March, April, to earn that free ticket. Most of you signed up either January or February. So if you did not, which I don't think any of you hit Success Club in January, but if you signed up in January and or February, if you hit it February, March, April, you would earn what we call Success Starters, which is when you get a free ticket to Summit. If you have been coaching for a little bit and like you don't get to earn it, that's totally okay. You can still go. You don't have to be a certain rank to go to Summit. Literally anyone that's a coach can go. Tickets, I don't remember how much they were or how much they are right now. I know in January they were
full price tickets are $195. If you are wanting to go though, let us know because we may be able to find someone that can transfer their ticket they've already bought for $145.
Yeah, and it's in, I don't think we mentioned this, it's in June. The dates of it this year, usually it's either in June or July, just so y'all know. So if you can't make it this year, it's okay. But again, if it's something that you're wanting to do, if it's something you're wanting to push for to get a free ticket, or if it's just something that you're like, yes, I need to be there, it's awesome. It's June 20th, right, Ashley? It starts on the Thursday. So it's Thursday through, and we leave on Sunday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday is like the actual conference. We're going up Wednesday and leaving on Sunday. It's in Indianapolis. And we have hotel rooms. So like if y'all did want to say you wouldn't like be going there and staying by yourself, you could always either stay with us or whatever. Team up with someone else that needs a roommate. I went my first year, nobody. I didn't have anyone on my team I had one person on my team with me, and we stayed with like a big group of people in a house. I had no idea. I'd never met them before. But they were all coaches, and it was just amazing to be a part of. So it is in June. Again, you can earn a free ticket as a Success Starter, which is pretty awesome. I mean, like Asha said, full price tickets are like $190 something. So why not push and try to get a free ticket? If I would have known about it when I first started, I would have like pushed for it. Because I didn't even know what Success Club was. So does the Success Club make sense to y'all? Are y'all all like, what? These people are crazy. These girls are nuts, right? No? Okay. So we just share that because, again, we want to make sure that y'all understand it because I didn't know what Success Club was, and I probably would have pushed for it if I had known what the heck it was, because helping 3 people a month is not that hard. I've done it for the last 3.5 years. I missed 2 months of Success Club. The first 2 months I was a coach. Since then, I have hit Success Club every single month since I actually started coaching. And I actually hit Success Club 10, which means I help at least 5 people a month. That's just a goal I set for myself. And I usually help way more than that, but that's just like my goal. And it's up to you. You're not going to get like in trouble for not hitting Success Club. You're not going to get like shunned or anything if you don't do it. But it's just a good goal to set, again, if you're wanting to cover your cost of your Shakeology, wanting to earn those perks, especially if you're wanting to like do the trips and things like that. Why not try for it? So that's what Success Club is. If y'all have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, so we wrote down notes the other day just so that like we could kind of.
So while Jesse's getting some thoughts together, I just want to remind you guys on the post that she made about the new coach call tonight, I just copied a link for the Success Club trip. Every single one of you, either right now or as soon as this call ends, you need to go opt in for the trip because you will not get chosen to go on the trip, even if you earn it, unless you opt in to go.
Saying that you want, and it's not, even if you opt in, you're not like guaranteed to go, and you're also not like what's the word I'm trying, like you're not stuck going if for some reason you can't. Okay, that just puts you on the it's basically like an interest list. Like you're saying, yes, I'm interested in being able to possibly attend the trip. what will happen is if you start to earn Success Club and you start doing it consistently, there's basically a wait list. And what they do is like the people that are hitting it consistently, the more points you have, you'll get off the wait list. We've already had like 5 or 6 coaches from Florida Fit get off the wait list. And these are coaches that me and Ashley, and then 4 of them or 3 of them haven't been coaching more than, most of them signed up in July. So they haven't been coaching for a full year yet. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, just go opt in. There's like, no, you're not like forced to go if you opt in. But if it's just something you're like, maybe I'll push forward, or, you know, I'm interested in possibly going. And it goes over all like how you earn the points, how you earn, like what the room options are, all of that. So like go look at it, go check it out. And if y'all have questions about it, let us know. Okay. So let's talk really quick about like posting and kind of like where to start. So I actually have a calendar that I can send you all, or I'll post it in our team page, and it gives you examples. Well, actually, let me show it to you. I think I have it up already. Let's see here. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. And if you're on the phone, don't worry about it. Again, I'll post it in our team page so that y'all can go back. Y'all can print it out. Y'all can go back and look at it. So this calendar kind of shows you like things that you can be posting. You're not required to post anything specific. Like you don't have to share Transformation Tuesday every Tuesday. Like that's completely up to you. This kind of just gives you ideas of what you can be posting. Can y'all can see my screen? Okay. And I know it's probably small, and I'll post this, but I just wanted to kind of explain it. So we show you here, like it says like how to plan, like this is just an example. On Sundays, you can talk about how you're planning out your week. You can show your meal prep. You can talk about, you know, your meal plan. You can post a faith or inspiration post, or a family fun day if you do something on Sundays, or a call to action, you know, something like that. Again, you can post whatever you want to post. It doesn't have to be this specifically, but this just kind of gives you an idea. And then if you scroll down, you're gonna see we actually screenshot our posts and a few other coaches' posts for like those type of examples. And you're going to see we have like added in things that have nothing to do with Beachbody, nothing to do with health and fitness. So your job as a coach isn't necessarily to just post health, fitness, workouts, food, right? We always say to pick 5 things. So one of those 5 things is going to be fitness, health, nutrition, right? So that takes away 1. The other 4 things can be anything that floats your boat, okay? So you could do family. I wouldn't say like do recipes, because recipes falls into this one, okay? For example, mine is health and fitness. I talk about pizza all the time, y'all. And I know like pizza, y'all are like, well, pizza like contradicts coaching and being healthy, but like I get tagged in pizza stuff all the time. I get sent pizza stuff all the time because people know that I love pizza, and I do. Ashley talks about unicorns like almost every day. She gets tagged in unicorn, and it doesn't have to be like something silly like that, but that's just what we like. You know, if you love Disney World, and like I know like I have someone on my team who's like a Disney fanatic, and she loves Disney, and she always talks about Disney. Like that's awesome. Like talk about it, because you're going to connect. If you love Harry Potter, talk about it. If you love, I don't know, your dog, like talk about it. Okay. So mine is the health and fitness side. I'm a dog mom. I have 4 dogs. Insane. I have a new one, which is getting married. I'm like setting for the wedding. Getting married in November. So like I talk about that a lot. And I don't just talk about like the sweating for the wedding. I talk about like us, our relationship, right? Things we have going on in our lives, or buying a house, that kind of thing. And then pizza, and what's the other one? That family, friends type of thing. So those are my 5. Create your own 5, and then like kind of go from there. Your job as a coach isn't just to post about health and fitness. Like, yes, that's important, but you also want to tie in your family, because again, not everyone's going to relate to the health and fitness thing. Not everyone likes to work out. Not everyone likes to or wants to follow people that, I know I was that girl that like rolled my eyes at when I would see like sweaty selfies. So like I was so mad that I wasn't doing it. I didn't want to see other people doing that, but I connected with my coach because she was posting other things about her life, and I was like, okay, I connect with that. So the calendar should help a little bit. And if you'll have questions about it, let me know. My biggest suggestion is just starting to share. Like everyone's like, well, where do I start? just start sharing. Maybe make a post about, becoming a coach, why you're excited. If you really want to like open up and share why you're here, like why did you become a coach, get a little vulnerable with it, that's fine too. Whatever you do, like if you are like, oh my God, I'm sharing something that's kind of like on my heart, that's kind of vulnerable, like let us know. Let our group know, let our team know, so that way we can go show you love on it, so that you're not like, oh my God, no one's gonna like my post, no one's gonna like comment on it, I'm gonna freak out. Like just take a deep breath, because I know it's scary. I know that sharing, and to be honest, like it doesn't get, I don't want to say it doesn't get easier, because it kind of does, because as long as you're reading personal development, you start to not really care what other people think. You start to gain confidence, especially once you start helping people. You're like, okay, well, I'm doing this. Other people are responding positively, and you're not going to have, people are going to judge you, y'all, no matter what you're doing. Okay, you're going to get judged for being in network marketing, but you get judged for, I don't know, working at a bar, right? Like you get judged for doing anything that you're doing. Not everyone is not going to always be like supportive. But you also have a huge community of love and support standing behind you within our team. So like if you ever feel like you're not supported, or you need people that are gonna like back you up, that's what we're here for. So anytime like I make a scary post, or I make something that I'm like, oh gosh, this makes me want to throw up, like me sharing something so like I haven't shared it, or this is something I'm not comfortable talking about all the time, I'll post in our team page, and then I immediately have coaches going on my post being like, you're so inspirational, or like, awesome, like thank you so much for sharing, things like that. So just know that like we are here to support you in any way we can. If you want to use hashtags that we can like connect with you, if you're on Instagram, I would pick like 2 types of platforms. Like I use Instagram and Facebook. That's, most coaches will probably use Instagram and Facebook. I know some people love making YouTube videos. So like if you love videos and you want to do YouTube, fine by me. I'm not a video person. But some people grow their businesses on YouTube. Some people grow their businesses on Pinterest. I have chosen Instagram, Facebook, because that's what I'm comfortable with. That's what I'm like familiar with. So I would pick 2. If you're going to use Instagram, you can hashtag Florida Fit Chick. You can hashtag Team Florida Fit, and we will kind of be able to show you some love on that. Okay. Just make sure you're not, well, I don't want to get into like the whole Instagram training stuff, but make sure you're not hashtagging like Beachbody Coach or like Beachbody things. Like I don't hashtag like Shakeology. I don't hashtag, because that's just going to attract, for the most part, that's going to attract other coaches. You don't really want to attract other coaches. You want to attract people that don't have a coach, or that, isn't really into health and fitness. So like, again, those 5 things that you picked, like you can do like fitness related hashtags, but I would do more things like I do pizza is life all the time, or like dog mom. Ashley probably has stuff about being a new mom or soon to be mom, things like that. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know. What else am I missing, Ashley? Am I missing? I like wrote down a bunch of stuff. Do you have any questions? I know like it's kind of getting late. Do you have any questions? Do y'all want to unmute yourselves? If you have questions, just feel free to unmute yourself.
So I just want to say really quickly with the posting, because I get this from my coaches a lot. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't post like you do. I don't want you guys to feel like you need to post like me or Jesse. If you're someone that does not talk a lot, it is okay to make a post that's only 2 or 3 sentences long, as long as it's adding some type of value. Like, damn, that workout. Oh, sorry, there was a kid on here. Dang, that workout was so intense, but I got through it, right? When I first started, guys, I did not want anything to do with the business. And I was like, just got my size workout done. Just got my 21-day fix workout done. The reason why Jesse says not to name drop our programs or our products is because even if you're not attracting coaches, your friends and family are going to go on Amazon and search 21-day fix before they reach out to you. You don't want them doing that, right?
You might even buy it, because that's what Ashley
did. That's what I did. I bought it off the black market, and then I lied about it. But you want to start calling these things something that's nowhere close to what they're called. So like 80-day obsession, I call that my 80-day booty program, or abs, arms, booty, right? You don't want to call it 21-day fix, right? You don't want to call it anything close to that, right? Just call it like your 30-minute workout or my dance fitness workout. That way it gets people excited about it, and they're like, what is that she's doing? And it makes them have to message you or makes them comment on what you're doing.
Same thing with Shakeology. Like, you
Yes.
will never see me say, oh, this is what, I mean, every once in a while I'll throw in Shakeology. By now, people know what I drink. At least the people that have been following me for a while. But I always call it my superfood shake. You know, or like my, I don't know, my craving kicker or whatever. But I usually just say my superfood shake because a lot of people are like, well, what's that? Well, what are superfoods, right? Like I'm not just like, oh, my protein powder, because it's not a protein powder. But I say like my superfood shake, and I never just post a picture of me like with my Shakeology cup, like love my superfoods. Like I always talk about why I'm drinking them, what they're doing for me. Same thing with your workout, y'all. Like don't just be like, oh, got my 21 Day Fix workout in. Why did you work out? Did you want to work out? Like, did you feel like working out? Did you rock that workout? Did you struggle in it? Like, share that, because that's what's going to relate to other people. Other people are going to be like, yeah, I can't get through a 30-minute workout without taking a break, like that's what's going to connect to someone else. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're totally fine. Like, guys, just share yourself. Like, don't feel like you have to be posting about wanting purple hair because I have purple hair. I mean, I know the entire team wants purple hair, but just be yourself, okay? Find out who you are through your own journey. Like, post about, like, if you are one of these people that loves working out, don't pretend like you don't, because you want to attract people that love working out, right? Me, I don't want to attract people that love working out because they're going to be like, girl, why don't you like working out? You know what I mean? So just be yourself. And guys, just post authentically. Post whatever you're feeling. We are in an emotional market. Losing weight is a very hard subject for a lot of people. Getting healthy is a hard subject for a lot of people. So post about feelings. Don't just post about an accomplishment. Post about the struggle of getting through it and being proud of yourself for doing that, right? I mean, this is not a hard business, guys. I keep saying the word hard. It's really not hard. Just share yourself, and I promise you, people are going to want to join you, especially if you're inviting them to do it. Because why wouldn't they want to be a part of this, right?
So the biggest thing that I see a lot of people, I guess, especially as new coaches, they're like, well, what about time? I don't have a lot of time, right? Like, how many of you are like, well, y'all do this full time. When I started, I was working 2 jobs. Ashley was working full time as an admin assistant. Is that right?
I worked for a law firm, guys, in a courthouse. So I did not have time to play on my phone. I literally was going to the bathroom to make posts. If you watch TV, you have time for this. And this business can be done in an hour or less a day. Your lunch break, when you're watching TV. If you're someone that doesn't think you have time, I want you to sit down and schedule out everything that you do throughout your day. Because there are loopholes in your day. Like, I still have to do that sometimes. So I'm like, oh, I don't have time. And honestly, guys, I get that, like, we do this full time and y'all are probably like, yeah, but you have like 24 hours in the day to do this. It is so much harder now to focus time because we don't have like little gaps of time. We've got all day, so we stretch it out. And then by the end of the day, we're like, oh, dang, we didn't do anything. So just find your little pockets, even if it's 10 minutes here, 5 minutes there, your 30-minute workout, right? Find your loopholes. Something that I would do you all work full-time? Yes? Yeah, okay. So something I would do is that while I was going to sleep, like right before I went to bed, I would like craft out at least 1 or 2 posts for my day the next day. That way I could literally just copy it and paste it to my Facebook, or copy it and paste it to my Instagram. That saved me so much time, because what are we doing anyway? We're scrolling Facebook before we go to sleep. Don't do that. If you catch yourself scrolling, guys, immediately stop what you're doing and go craft a post. Seriously, try it out and let me know how it works. I promise you, like, it will save you so much time.
Yeah, and like, so which I did it on my lunch break in the morning. I did wake up earlier. I know some of you are like, I am not waking up earlier, Jessie. Like, you are a cuckoo bird. Ashley is not a morning person, so she was like, yeah, no, I'm not waking up earlier. But I chose to wake up earlier. I also chose to not watch TV. I do now because I have the time during the day. But at night, like, I stopped watching TV at night, and I would, take 30 minutes or, 45 minutes to like focus on my business. And when I say focus on my business, I mean really like the inviting part, the crafting posts, things like that, checking in with my challengers, checking into my challenge groups. Because again, y'all, like part of your job is also to check into your challenge groups and into our challenge groups. So if you have people that you're adding into our challenge groups, which you are more than welcome to, I'll talk about that in a minute before we hop off here. And I have one more question I want to ask y'all before we hop off. But you know, before, like, part of you adding them, like if you're not showing up in these groups, your challengers, your teammates are not going to show up either. Yes, we run groups. You don't necessarily have to run your own groups if you're not comfortable with that yet, but you know, we run them, we go live in there, that kind of thing. But if you don't show up either, like, your people are not going to show up, because they don't know me, they don't know Ashley, they didn't sign up with either one of us, they're signing up with you. So you need to make sure that you're checking in on them once you do get people signed up. You need to make sure that if you have, like, if they have questions that you're not sure on, just be like, I will find out for you, and come and ask us. That's what we're here for. So I wanted to see, I know, like, we have, so right now we have an 80-day group open, right, for our 80-day obsession. And then we also have a lifestyle group. Ashley runs her own lifestyle group. I run my own lifestyle group. We call it a lifestyle group just because it's like an ongoing boot camp or ongoing challenge group or ongoing accountability group, whatever you want to call it. We run our groups every 4 weeks, or our boot camps every 4 weeks. So we're not, I don't know if y'all have been in our groups. Some of you are like really brand new. Some of you were coaches before and y'all came back. Some of you are just brand new to our program. So a lot of you don't know this, but we used to like move people from group to group to group to group. We don't do that anymore. It just gets to be too much of a hassle. So what me and Ashley were talking about the other day was like, how can we get y'all to kind of get in the groove of helping people or like running challenge groups with us or running boot camps with us. So our idea was to basically do a free group separate from the groups that we have. Okay, it would be a free 5-day group. Your job as a coach would be to invite 10 people to this group. We would give you, like, not necessarily a script, but kind of give you ideas of how to invite to it. You know, I wouldn't, again, don't go like mass message your friends being like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 10 years. But like what I did when I first started was like, I went to my close friends, like my best friends. I went to Ashley. I went to, which she told me no, like 8 times. But I went to Ashley. I went to my mom. I went to my dad. I went to my fiance. All of them told me no, to be honest. But some people didn't. Some people were like, yeah, I'll do that. And I went to them and I just said, hey, I'm running, and mine wasn't a free group. Mine was a challenge group. So like that's mainly why they said no, because they had to buy something. So I was like, hey, I'm running a challenge group. Like, I need people that, I'm trying to build up my clients so that I can start to share testimonials and I can start to like kind of learn how to coach people. Like, would you be willing to kind of be like my test monkey, right? And they all told me no. But this would be a completely free group, like literally no strings attached. We haven't, and if y'all have ideas, it doesn't have to be necessarily fitness related. It can be, we can do like a 5-day, we've done like a 5-day squat and shake group. We've done a 5-day meal prep group, crock pot group, whatever y'all would want it to be. Y'all can invite 10 people there, and then we would each like pick a day where we have like specific, like go live or make a post or whatever. And we would give you all the outline. Like you could add your own value, or we could literally, we've done free groups before in the past. And then from that free group, those 10 people you could invite to our next challenge group. So you could say after the 5-day free group, you would check in with them and just say, hey, how'd you like our free group? Let's pretend it's meal prep. Did you learn stuff? Whatever. And then if they're like, yeah, that was awesome, I learned a lot, or I got a lot out of it, then, or even if they just said, nah, I didn't really learn much about it, but it was fine, it was cool, whatever. Then from there you can say, well, we actually have, a new boot camp starting, and I would love to help you out, get you started and joining, or whatever. We'll word it differently than that. I'm just kind of like putting myself on the spot here. Does that make sense? Is that something that sounds like something y'all would want to do, instead of y'all having to be like, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? Does that sound like something you'd be like okay with inviting? You think y'all can get at least 10 people into a free group? 10 people. I know it sounds like probably like 10 people, a lot of people, but it's really not. Like I hang out with 10 people like on the weekends. right? And me and Ashley are going to do the same thing. We're going to invite 10 people to this group. It's like, we're in this with you. So when did we say this would start? The 26th. So you'll have the whole week this week to invite to it. And I will post, I'm going to post the posting schedule tonight, and I will post, me and Ashley tomorrow will talk, and we will kind of come up with some ideas and maybe post in our team page asking if y'all want, like which kind of group y'all want. And then we can kind of go from there. But y'all have the whole week to invite to it. I'll even kind of craft up some ideas for posts that y'all can post inviting to your free group, or to our free group. And then on the 26th, it would start. It would be a 5-day group. And then that weekend, which is that following weekend, that would be like where you would start following up. I mean, again, it is your job to follow up with your people, to say, hey, would you be interested in, because our next boot camp would be starting the 5th with prep week. So which is where we like take a whole week to prep them. So it's like perfect timing. So you have this week that you would be inviting. The 26th through the 2nd would be the actual free group. And then the next week would be our boot camp. So they will be our prep week, so that they would have enough time to get ordered if they wanted to. And again, if not, y'all, it's not the end of the world if they're like, oh no, I'm not ready right now, or it's not something I'm interested in. That's totally fine. But at least they can kind of get a sneak peek into like how our groups are ran, how they could get involved with it, that kind of thing. So if that is something you're interested in, we will post more about it in our team page. Tomorrow we are going to have a team call tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Central Time, with this girl, Megan Seals, who went from full-time teacher to full-time coach. I think she's going to talk more about like how she went from just being like a discount or a hobby coach, just like helping a few people, like what made her want to change into a full-time coach, and just kind of share how she did that. So if y'all want to get on, y'all are more than welcome. Ashley, is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Oh, we said on here if we would y'all want, so I know like, and this is up to y'all. I know we've added y'all to like a ton of groups. You've probably been put into a challenge group. You've been put into team pages. Would y'all want to, and this is up to you, and I ask this because I don't want everyone to say yes and then no one to show up. So this is why I'm asking. We can either put you in a group separate with just y'all, so y'all are all new coaches. Y'all are all kind of starting out together from the start. So we would do like a little side group for y'all where we do like a 10-day coach mentorship where we go over more things about ranks, like what Emerald is. We'll go over, like we'll even do like little like how to take good pictures on your phone. And I know that sounds so silly, but it's important. We'll go over like little, I'm not going to do like a massive Instagram training, but just like little like how to grow your Instagram, or how to figure out hashtags, or how to talk to people, like that kind of thing. Would y'all be interested in doing that? It's like it would be a 10-day group. I'm not sure when it would start. We would have to figure it out, but we could either do that in on Facebook, or we could do it via Voxer, which is like a voice message group. It's a free app. Voxer is a free app, so it's like a walkie-talkie basically. And what we would do is just like use that more so. This is what I kind of like about the Voxer thing. We would do it more so for accountability in our own journeys. So like we could be like, hey girls, I'm about to get in my workout. I just want to let y'all know, or like, I really don't want to work out today. Someone talk me into it. So it'd be like 50% your own accountability, your own like personal, like what personal development are you reading? Or if you read something in your preview that you wanted to share, you could share it via Voxer. And you would check in with that every few days. So like you don't have to check it every single day or every time someone sends one. But you could check it every other day. And then in there, we would kind of give you like little, like not tasks, but kind of like homework. Like, hey, watch this video by the end of tomorrow. It's going to go over, and we could do that and we can do the 50-50 thing, like the holding you accountable to your journey in the Facebook group. But we really do want you showing up in our current accountability groups right now. So up to y'all on what y'all want. But does that either one of those sound like something that y'all would be interested in? Yeah, no. If not, it's fine. Maybe yes. Okay. So me and Ashley will talk about it because we're actually going out of town. Yeah, especially if you're in limited time. So that's a good thing about like something like this, like a 10-day quick training, you would check in. I mean, we definitely want you checking in, y'all. So like if we're going to do it, we don't want you saying, yes, do it, and like no one shows up. Or like we'll ask you to like share something, or we'll say like, you know what, like share your goals for this week, or share, you know, I don't know, a post, like we'll say craft a post and share a post that you're going to be posting tomorrow or the next day or whatever. So we want you showing up. But the good thing about these type of things is that you can check it on your own time. So like we're not going to be doing like a team call where you have to be on at this exact time. You know what I mean? Or like a new coach call where you have to be on this exact time. So hopefully that makes sense. If y'all have any questions, we'll go further in detail in our team page. So make sure you're checking into the FDF group. Did any of y'all have questions? I know it's like 9:09, but I want to make sure if y'all have questions that me and Ashley tend to ramble. Sorry. We like to talk. So if you want to, does anyone have questions? None? No questions. So Ashley, look, high five to me and Ashley, because apparently we're like so awesome that y'all don't have any questions. That usually doesn't happen. Jess, I don't know if you can unmute. Jess, do you have any questions? I unmuted you. No?
Nope, I'm good to go.
Okay. All right. So then if you don't have Ashley, you want to say anything before we hop off? No? All right. Well, let's first of all take a picture, because I took one of y'all, but y'all were not smiling. Y'all are like, and I was like, oh, maybe
I gotta fix my hair.
Ashley always has to fix her hair in any type of picture that we take. So just so y'all know. All right, so let's take one. Hold on, gotta get my phone.
I'm blurry, but at least
yes, you can smile even though we can't see you. We'll be able to tell through the phone. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yay! Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if y'all, hopefully we get to see y'all tomorrow night on our team call. Again, 8 p.m. We'll post the link. It's not this link, but we'll post the link. I'll post a picture of Megan tomorrow and like explain what she's gonna be talking about. And yeah, that's it. If y'all have any questions for us, let us know, and then we'll keep y'all updated. We'll post. We're gonna chat tomorrow about the free group and kind of go in there and share what we're thinking. And if y'all have any questions about it, we can kind of go from there. Sounds good? All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for getting on. I hope you have a great Sunday night. Oh, before I forget, sorry, one more thing. If any of you work out in the morning between 5 a.m. I know y'all probably like, you're crazy. 5 a.m. Central Time to like 7 a.m. Central Time. Some of us, Ashley does not get on this one because she's sleeping. She's growing a human, so she's got like a legit reason. But if you are a morning workout person and you want like accountability, we do a Zoom call like this. So we get on Zoom, we mute ourselves, so like you're not having to do the same workout that everyone else is doing, and we work out. So if you want in on that, we usually post it in our challenge groups, and I'll post it tonight. So I'm posting tonight, just so y'all know the calendar, and I'll post the link to, it's called Miracle Morning, that's what we call it. But y'all are more than welcome to get on. Again, we mute ourselves, and we're not like watching you work out. So if you're like, I don't want to go watch me, it's more so to just like have that accountability to get it done. So I usually get on around 5:30 a.m. Central Time. We have some women, I know, like I have someone that gets on at 4:30 because she's just got to get it done. So I'll just post the link, and if y'all want to get on, y'all are more than welcome. So all right, well, we'll talk tomorrow to some of you, and I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you for getting on, y'all. Bye, everybody.